Welcome to Nasdaq TradeTalks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq, coming to you live from the Singapore Fintech Festival. And joining us for this segment, we have Xiao. She's a partner at HashKey Capital. We're going to discuss the critical thinking around the convergence of artificial intelligence and blockchain technology. Xiao, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to TradeTalks.
Yeah.
And let's talk about that, what it looks like as these two technologies converge in the near future when you think about AI and blockchain.
Well, first of all, I think the converging is quite great. Well, some people would say that AI and blockchain, those two technologies, is kind of against each other because AI is super centralized and blockchain promotes the decentralized culture. But for me, they actually can collaborate with each other. So, for example, in AI, it's true that AI is super centralized because you can see really a few only a few companies, they have the ability to build a large language model, and only a few companies owns the enough data set to train the model, and also all this model training process and all this it's kind of like a black box. So, so this brings some risk for like manipulation the data or some malicious things. But in this case, blockchain can help with the proof, I would say. So you can use blockchain as a decentralized ledger to trace the data source and to make sure that the model is really using the correct set of data. And at the same time, blockchain can also promote the sovereign data ownership, and the users can benefit from their own data. For example, if they contribute their data into a model, they can maybe earn something and get some benefit from it. And at the same time, blockchain can also leverage the power of community. So in AI, you need a lot of computing power. It's really not very it's not very environmental friendly.
Right.
So yeah, blockchain can distribute all this demand for computing power and leveraging more resources from bigger community, including manpowers and computing powers. So I would say blockchain adds a great value to AI. But on the other hand, blockchain also needs AI. For example, intent-based transaction is very popular in blockchain. So it means, before, the users need to send orders to smart contract and tell the smart contract what to do. But with intent-based transaction, the users only need to express their intent, and with the help of NLP and AI, the smart contracts can process all this intent and figure out how to realize the purpose and find a best way to realize it.
So as a venture capital company, what are the key factors that HashKey looks for when considering AI and blockchain startups? Tell us more about HashKey and what your investment process looks like.
Yeah, sure. So HashKey Capital is actually a blockchain VC. So we have a mandate to invest in blockchain or cryptography or tokenomics, these kind of startups. And we started to invest in this space since 2015. We've been managing maybe $1 billion already. So for us, the investment target should be at least a combination of AI and blockchain. So it at least needs to be relevant to blockchain. So for us, maybe the first question we will ask is that how can blockchain solve the problem in your case? For example, those two technology are very hot topic today. So there are a lot of noises. So a lot of startup, they say that they're leveraging blockchain to help AI, but in fact they're not. So for example, in the maybe decentralized computing network, in theoretical, the decentralized network can help increase the efficiency for computing. But in fact, if the product is not good enough, if the technology is not good enough, actually the cost is higher than centralized solution. So in this case, we won't invest. And maybe on some other cases, for example, in AI, you need data labeling, so it requires a lot of manpower. So for this use case, blockchain can serve as a community, and you can leverage maybe individuals' manpower to do that. But the problem is, how can you get the order from those model owners? There's already some centralized service provider, maybe in some emerging market, because the cost for manpower is low. So in this case, although blockchain can help solve the problem, but if the team has the ability to commercialize it or to get real revenue from it, so that's another question we will ask.
So when you sit down and you meet with the company, the first thing you look for is, what is this problem that they're trying to solve? Can these technologies effectively do that? And then finally, what's the point? Are we able to commercialize this? Are we able to derive a revenue stream?
Exactly.
So that's what you're looking at. What do you think, we spoke about it earlier, but what are some of the biggest challenges when it comes to blockchain and AI, and how do you think the industry is going to address that?
The problem for AI, I would say, still the centralization. So as I just said, the whole modeling and the whole model training process are like a black box. So it's possible that the model owner they use a wrong set of data, or they just modify the data on purpose, or anyway, you don't know what kind of data they're using and where did the data come from. So there are actually two layers of risk. The first one is maybe those companies can control the data, and that hurts the users because the data owner are actually the user themselves. And the second layer of risk is that they can easily manipulate the data and manipulate the outcome of the models. So I think blockchain can solve both problems. For example, if in blockchain world, people, the users own their own data and as well as assets. So if you contribute your data to the model, you need to get some rewards. Those can be defined by smart contract, or it can be ruled by code in the world of blockchain. So in this case, the problem can be solved theoretically. And for the second risk, you can, it's how to prove you are using the right data. So in this case, you can leverage maybe the zero knowledge proof. This technology is quite popular in blockchain world. It means you can prove that you are providing the correct data, but you don't need to show the data itself. So it can have the proof, but at the same time you protect the data privacy. So yeah, for those two layers of risk, I think blockchain can solve it. Yeah.
Right, Xiao, we appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks, and thanks for joining me from Singapore. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.